We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig.
I did. Oh, wow! Right on the tip. Just on the tip.
And Blabs. Co-hosted by our friends from around the internet.
There is a portion of Norway where it is legally required to carry a firearm at all times.
If you're just a normal man looking for common sense in this crazy-ass world, you've come to the right place. And now, broadcasting from our homes from around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers.
Okay, you ready? Open wide!
Oh, welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com. And, of course, SideScrollersPlus.com. What's going on, everybody? Hey. Happy Monday to you. Are you having a good day? Did you have a good weekend? Here we are back at it with good sound and everything. I went back and watched the streams, and I realized just how shitty the audio was, specifically on those last 2 days last week. I apologize for that, but here we are. We're ready to go. Ready to go. Good to see everybody. Hello, Blabs.
Hello. Yeah, you sounded like you were in a faraway, distant land last week, but it's a lot better now. I noticed you're not wearing green when it's St. Patrick's Day, isn't it?
Say what?
Isn't it? I have to double check now. I could have sworn it is.
There you go.
That's nothing. Yes, it actually is St. Patrick's Day.
Okay, happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Let's go.
If you're Irish, otherwise it's just another Monday.
I guess, yes. We're all going out and drinking beer and the green beer stuff. You know what I think? I'll tell you, I bet Flash thinks this as well. When I think St. Patrick's Day, Flash, I think The Fugitive. You remember The Fugitive movie? With
yeah, it's great.
It's a great one right there, for
great
sure.
Movie.
Yeah, love that. And man, that's some good stuff right there. They have the big St. Patty's Day parade where he just kind of hops in the middle of it and starts walking, takes off the hat and stuff. It's great. Anyways, happy St. Patrick's Day to you, Flash. How are you?
Good.
Anything exciting happening over the
coffee.
weekend? Oh, got your coffee?
Regular coffee. It's Black Rifle coffee. I've never had it before.
Black Rifle? What is that?
It's a big brand, man.
Oh, I'm like, do you just put a gun inside coffee and be like, there it is?
No.
Stir it.
Somebody told me I should try it.
Shaken, not stirred with a rifle.
No, Black Rifle's a big brand, man. They so there's been a lot of controversy around them because they're funded by vets, and at a certain point you have this Cinderella story when you start and everyone gets behind you. Then you get to a certain point where you're kind of big and people go, well, they start poking holes in you and all that shit, and they say, well, technically, or whatever it may be, and then you eventually develop haters. And that's kind of what's happened with Black Rifle, where most people, 98% of people are like, oh, it's cool. There's always that 2% that are like, fuck those guys.
What's the controversy around?
I don't even remember. It was back when I was working with the in the firearms industry for that year, my little sabbatical outside the video game industry, and I remember for a very short amount of time they were pretty toxic. I think they had something to do with BLM or something. For a very small window of time.
I'll have to look into this because I'm not going to give them money. If some people in the chat are saying they're anti-2A, that's kind of ironic considering their name.
Yeah, I don't know. There's some, I don't quite remember, if I'm being totally honest with you. I just remember there's something about it. So, but either way, I'm glad everybody's with us today. Flash has his coffee. I have my energy drink. It's just water. But I'll tell you this, man. Today, I was very inspired by Phoenix. Phoenix, I don't even think he's watching. He's working on stuff behind the scenes. But Phoenix he fasts for 36 hours.
It's wild.
It's crazy. Right?
I can never. I like food too much.
Well, when we were talking about addictions last week with Gary, he was talking about his addictions and drugs and all that, alcohol and everything. And I came to the realization that my addiction is food, straight up. And I think that's how most people's addiction is. And if you think of it when you get hungry, you got to get your fix. It really kind of puts things in perspective. I got to get my fix of food. I've been told I've been need to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner my entire life, but in reality, that's not how it is. Anyways, with all that said, I started a fast today, just like a day fast. It'll be 36 hours. Then I get back at it tomorrow. And I'm going to do that for the week. Just kind of.
I can't fast.
No,
because I work out like every day. And if I don't eat before I do it, I get sick. Like I need some carbs or something, or I'm gonna get sick.
Yeah, you'd be, I don't know. I was when I did like the whole keto thing. I was really surprised at how efficient my body functioned just based off of. I was doing like low carb, and I felt like I was fucking on fire all day because it was just burning my fat off my body. It was pretty awesome. So I don't think we're gonna do that. I think this is gonna be more of a gradual thing, but I am excited to kind of give this a go for a couple of weeks and see how it functions. He said after like a week, I'll be feeling pretty good. So, obviously the first day is always tough because you're like, well, I need to eat. And you're like, oh, no, you don't. you're fucking fat, man. You don't have to eat. So we'll be all right. Either way, today's day one of the fast. We'll see how I'm functioning on Friday, or more specifically Monday of next week when we get into that. But we got a big show for you guys lined up, man. Kotaku is being sued, which is just crazy. Chess has lost its damn mind. We got a super viral thread about man babies and man children, which is great. We may get into this Mark Rober controversy, which is very intriguing. If you probably have a kid who watches Mark Rober, it's just very interesting. Ubisoft maybe starting fresh with Tencent, just starting over. We'll see how that goes. And we got a bunch of other stuff to talk about. We got a big ass run sheet today, 3 full pages. I don't know if we're going to get to pretty much any of it. But first, I'd like to remind you guys that today's episode is brought to you by Side Scrollers Plus, which is our platform, which Blabs, we actually have some good stuff over on Plus right now for people to tune in. And in April, we're going to be rolling out a lot of the other stuff we're going to be rolling out. So we have the biggest thing, and probably one of the funniest things that people have really been enjoying was your reaction to WWE moments.
Everybody is Cody Rhodes.
That's right.
Everybody.
Here's an example of here's 9 seconds of Blabs watching wrestling. To be clear, do you know who this is?
I think that's Cody Rhodes.
My kids turn me on.
What? His kids turn him on? What a wild statement.
You don't know who Brock Lesnar is?
She had no fucking idea.
Did I not just discover Dustin
Do you not
Rhodes?
watch MMA at all?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, then that makes sense.
None of this. So I'm just like, hey, did you guys know that Dustin Rhodes has a whole family and everything? And there's Dusty and Dustin, and there's a brother too. And I'm like, wow, there's
it's
so
like a
many of them.
wrestling family.
I know, and I just discovered that the
Rock's
Rock
from
has
one
a
too.
child. Yeah, the Rock's daughter, which by the way, I'm sorry about her face. She got her dad's looks. Woof. But anyway,
his father was a wrestler.
I know. It's like all in the family. It's like Star Wars soap opera, but like wrestling, right? It's like all in the family. Wild shit.
Well, if you'd like to watch Blabs react to that video, which Henry Davis sent us, a great Plus member, you guys can head over to Side Scrollers Plus, use promo code PLUS to get $10 off your annual membership over there. We got a lot of good things coming up really, really soon.
You see, I added another teaser. I don't know if you want to show that. Yeah.
With this?
There's that, but I actually have a little trailer for the unboxing. If you want to play it, it's too early. I don't know. It's up to you.
Yeah, we'll hold off until that goes up.
Okay. Stick around, people.
But I'll tell you this, Flash, and I would love for you to get in on this. March Madness brackets. I love March Madness. I don't give a shit what anybody else thinks about March Madness. I love fucking March Madness. All right. I love it. So naturally, we're going to do a March Madness bracket. So you guys, if you want to head over, it's available for free for everybody over at Side Scrollers Plus. Once again, you just make an account. There's a thing over there. Just go over there. And if you want to use promo code March, we actually have a discount code for everybody over at Plus right now. You get it for $68 for the whole year, because 68 is the number of teams that are in the NCAA tournament. But we have this March Madness challenge. It's free for everybody. The winner is going to get a free year of Side Scrollers Plus. So make an account. It's free. Head over there. We have over 2,500 people over on Plus right now that have free accounts. So love to see that. Head over there and check it out. Once again, lots of free stuff, and it'll be fun to do, because whatever, you can use AI to fill out your bracket, or you can have the whatever fill it out. But I love March Madness, so we're doing that. We'll let you guys know how that goes throughout the week and stuff. So, all right, yeah, man, lots of good stuff. Our goal, as always, is to have a few new Side Scrollers Plus members. We're gonna have our call-in show at the end of it today, so make sure you guys pop in for that. Let's see, we got anything else before we get into this? No, I don't think so. Make sure you hit the subscribe and, of course, the thumbs up button if you're tuning in. Make it a part of your daily routine. Well, I'd like to start off the show with Today in Video Game History. So, Blabs, what do we have today?
Okie dokies, March 17th, everybody. We have Castlevania Bloodlines, released in 1994, making it 31 years old today. Look at that, we have WWE Crush Hour, released in 2003, and Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars, released in 2009.
Can't say Chinatown. Can't say that anymore. Sorry,
Wait,
Blabs.
what? Really?
No, it's racist.
Can you imagine if they actually are like, no, you can't do that anymore?
No, I can't. I'll tell you, that's a pretty good one though today, Blabs. I'm looking through this list, and I got to be honest, those were probably the 3 best games that you chose. Castlevania
I thought you did
Bloodline.
something right.
Yeah, good job.
What if there's big trouble in Chinatown? What do you do then?
Ooh,
It's just Big Trouble in Beep.
big trouble in the Asian area of the city. Yes. Flash, do you ever play Castlevania Bloodlines?
Which one is that for?
That's for the Genesis. It was like,
No, I didn't play that one.
oh my God, it's so good. I'm gonna pull up some gameplay of this because this is just one of the best. And it's so good. Let's see. Oh, damn it. I did it again, Blabs.
You're on the wrong browser, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. I screwed it
The
up.
NES and the Super Nintendo. That's my Castlevania experience.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this right now, Flash. You missed out. You missed out because this was a fucking banger of a.
It's like a $500 game now.
Yeah. Let's see.
Pretty sure it's like a rare Genesis game, or at least a popular one enough where they charge like $100 for it or something.
Watch this intro here. Good. All right, it's just so good that.
Hang on a second. Can you go back
Uh-huh.
to like the loading bit? So is that Simon like holding someone's hand?
He has a whip. He has a
No,
whip right
who's
now.
the girl behind him?
Not his girl. It's the other character that you can play in this game.
Ah, are they not like holding hands? I thought they were like holding hands. Like he's like basically dragging her from behind.
Nah.
Um,
It's Eric Lagarde. There's John Morris and Eric Lagarde.
So wait, no Simon?
No Simon in this game. It's awesome.
Fuck that.
Here,
I'm sure he's
listen,
dead.
listen to this music here at the very beginning. You're about to get slapped over the face with awesome.
It sounds so familiar. Like someone must have adapted it for today.
The Super Nintendo opening stage music is better still.
Oh,
And
I agree. But here it is. Listen to this. Here we go. One. Yeah, there's that. Ready. Great.
You know, it kind of reminds me of one of those games we played in Texas. I won't say which.
Well, I mean, I'll tell everybody what you played in Texas. You want me to tell everybody?
I mean, I don't know. Are you doing that? I haven't said anything.
Well, we recorded 7 Blabs verses while you were down here, and those are going to start airing in April. So let's see. You played which one?
This reminds me of the. You don't remember Women Be Shopping? Ninja Gaiden?
Oh, this reminds you of Ninja Gaiden?
Yeah, because of the
What?
whip and getting the stuff.
Okay. All right, sure. Sure, Blab, sure.
But yeah, it does.
But I'll tell you this: we did have Blabs play Ninja Gaiden, and that'll be coming up on Blabs.
Women do be shopping.
the first one?
Yes, the very first Ninja Gaiden. It was
Okay.
a
I have
glorious.
that complete inbox. The first two.
Do
actually.
you?
Yeah, I have
Wow.
the first two CIB.
Oh, holy shit! Let's stop down for a second. I mean, this is important things here. We need to go to my favorite website, Price Charter, and our
They're
price
not that.
department.
They're not that expensive.
What, complete in box Ninja Gaiden?
Yeah, probably around $100.
Dude, pretty great.
Oh,
The
not
third one
that
is the third
expensive.
one is the one worth the most. I don't have that one.
Hold on, here we go. We got Ninja Gaiden for the NES. Okay, here, let's see. We got stop down here. We got complete $73. New, is it like in good condition?
No, it's not.
Oh,
It's like mid-grade. Probably. I don't care about grade for games.
Uh-huh. Okay, we got Ninja Gaiden 1 and Ninja Gaiden 2, you said you have as well. The Dark
Yeah, I've got the
Souls
second
game.
one complete in box too.
Oh, there you go. Okay, $105. I guess, let's say, man, $105. I like that. That's pretty cool. Love to see that.
Look the third one up. That one's, I think, the most expensive.
Oh yeah, the ancient ship of doom, complete, 350 bones right there.
Yeah,
That's
one's
awesome.
that one's a little pricey.
Yeah, man. Oh god. Chat, what is your prized video game possession? What's the game that you own that you think would sell the most? Your most valuable video game that you own? Love that.
Snow
cover.
Brothers.
You have Snow Brothers?
Yeah,
Oh wow. Okay,
I have Snow Brothers.
Since I got it pulled up, why not? Let's see. Snow
Loose.
Brothers.
I don't have that one in box. That's
I
fucking.
bet you
crazy.
Craig's is Concord.
Snow Brothers in the box is expensive. It's like talking 100. Yeah, see.
Wow.
Complete.
$250 loose?
Yeah.
Oh.
Jeez.
I also have Final Fantasy 1 with the maps and everything complete. I think that's like 2 something.
Final Fantasy 1
Yeah.
for like the NES?
But you need everything though. That's the thing. I have the map and the little guide.
You have the true in-box.
Yeah.
There you go. Look at that. Okay. New $1,200, complete 162, graded $2,400. I'll tell you what, man.
That can't be right.
I can do this fucking all day. I could just sit here and look at video game prices all day. Maybe we will. Damn it, because this is so much fun to do. I love it.
Look up Mega Man. That's the real one.
Oh no. It's not Mega Man 1. The one that's the most expensive is Mega Man 5. Mega Man 5 is by far the most. Look at this. Mega Man 5 complete in box 4.
Yeah, look at Mega Man. Go down.
No, to do Mega Man. Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah,
Damn.
dude.
Damn.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't realize
I've been
that.
trying to find that for a decent price for a long time.
Damn, complete in box right there. That's crazy.
I would trade my Snow Brothers for it if I could find one.
Oh yeah.
Loose, it's only $100, but I want that game in box. I want CIB for that, for all the Mega Mans. I've got 2, 3, and 4. I need 5, 6, and 1.
Hold on. What do I got back here? Let me
But
check.
those I want in the box with the manual. I want all of them in CIB.
I thought I okay, maybe I don't have it in box, but I know that I have Mega Man 5. I have 1 through 5 loose. So
Yeah, Mega Man 1 loose is still like $100 and something bucks.
I have several copies of Mega Man 1 loose. Yeah.
Why do you have so many? Send me one.
I have it because we had KG Inufune at a SGC event, a Screw Attack Gaming Convention event several years ago, and I bought a bunch of stuff and had him sign it. So have a bunch of Mega Man and Street Fighter stuff because he's the originator of Mega Man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good stuff. All right, man, we got a lot to get to today. Glad you're with us today. We do have a Montez goal,
Yeah.
of course.
I was gonna say Mega Man 1 bombed when it came here. That's why it's so
Yes.
that's why it's so expensive. Fucking
Yes.
bombed. So there's not that many copies out there.
That is true. Mega Man, yeah, and they went
And
on.
nobody,
a
I mean,
Mega Man 2.
it's the same thing with like super old comics. Nobody saved these things, think they're gonna be worth anything. So good luck finding one. Even a piece of shit Mega Man 1 is like a couple $100 if you have the box.
Yeah. Piece of shit Mega Man 1 right here. Look at that. Look at that. Let's see. Loose with box, $269.
No, that's just the box.
Oh, that's just the box.
Yeah, the manual's even $54. You see that?
Holy crappers. That's awesome. That is so awesome. God, that's great.
Yeah, NES is the one system I collect for.
Love that. Well, look, I'll tell you what. We do have a Montez goal today. We're going to do our best to get that. So let's fucking nail Montez today. We're at 5 of a goal of 20 yellow supers. Our big goal, obviously, if you guys are into support and you guys would like to support, a great way to do so is actually head over to Side Trollers Plus and use that 10 that you would over on Superchats and just become a Plus member. You can do it on a annual basis or a monthly basis. So Either way, we appreciate you the support any way that you'd like to do it. Starting with Raptor Kratos says Craig is getting hit with a Montez slam for being late. Yeah, sorry about that today. Godzilla's Greaser says, when I think of St. Patrick's Day, I think of the Leprechaun movies. Let's go. Corrigan says, for the Montez. Yes. And here you go from Rathuligan. Says black rifle controversy. Rittenhouse was spotted in their shirt, and he went out of the way to disavow him and pretty much call him a murderer.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm not buying any more black rifle then.
There you go. Was it good while it lasted?
It was okay, but I'm on the hunt for like good coffee so I can.
Lavazza.
Yeah,
Huh?
Lavazza. That's like the nice Italian.
Oh,
brand, right?
what's the name of it?
Lavazza. Lavazza.
Is it strong?
It can be. There's different ones. Well, I usually do it in espresso, so I got the little guys.
Lavazza. I'll check it out.
Lavazza. I have an espresso machine to ground like a bean
I only
grinder
bought
and
like
everything.
one bag, so I'll quickly get rid of
Lavazza.
that.
It's strong. It'll be like, oh.
Lavazza. All right. Let's move on. We got a lot going on. Concho Shark Dragon is member for 1 month. Says saw more of the epic Universal photo came out from the lands. Looks awesome, especially Super Nintendo World. And Burke has me excited when I go next year.
Okay, so tune in Wednesday. I've been making a little thing for Maui.
Okay. Thank you, Reth, for that. New York Giants fan says, joke of the day. My mom died when we couldn't remember her blood type, but she kept telling me to be positive.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, let's
That
go.
is so, I don't even know what to do.
That's dark.
That's good stuff. Thank you for that. Commodore fan says, saw Black Rifle Coffee on sale at Ollie's this weekend, and it's because they're anti-2A comments on Kyle Rittenhouse and pro-BLM comments. Thank you, Commodore fan.
Yeah, okay. I'm not drinking this shit anymore.
Just dump it out right now.
Well, I'm going to finish the one in my cup.
There you go.
Way to stick to your guns, bro.
It's already there. It's already made.
It's already here.
It's already bought it, you know? Worthy wants to say, Flash, you got to check out the Sonic Cross Justice League comic, crossover comic.
Probably not. I'm not a big Sonic comic guy.
Pyro Rampa says, buckle up, everyone. The floodgates are opening Thursday on Assassin's Creed Shadows. Speaking of, Rush Hour 4 joins us tomorrow.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
And they will be showing, you guys make sure you're here for that.
Yeah, don't say anything.
Full Assassin's Creed embodiment tomorrow. Just make sure
that's
you're here.
right. The spirit.
That's right.
On that last super chat though, Naruto cross with Ninja Turtles is actually okay, other than they used Black April for some reason.
Oh.
She's like the only black person in Naruto's world, other than a couple of other characters, but you know, it is what it is.
Torgo says, Clag, be sure to eat some salt during your fast. A lot of headaches associated with fasting are not getting sufficient electrolytes. Get Montez chat. Hey, thank you very much, Torgo. Already on my list of things to do. Eat salt. Miner says, sup, Flash? I missed calling in your show. When's the comic coming out? I've been sleeping earlier, so I've been able to keep up.
Should be out this month. We're just trying to get everything done. Rippo wants like everything done before we can release it. So
Bentley says, hey there, Craig.
did he just go? Am I?
Okay, I thought that was me, but no, it was him. He went away. Hello? Craig,
The
you're
hell?
muted.
Am I good now?
on. Oh,
Now
you're
you're
back.
good.
It
You're
just
back.
like, for some reason, I got a notification on StreamYard saying like my mic just stopped working. I don't even know what
Yeah.
happened. Anyways, it says, still waiting on my last prize, but who's counting? Shane, what was the prize last year? And I'm pretty positive I got you that prize from last year. That'd be a lot easier this year. I can just flip it, switch. Anyways, Tomac says, mine is
Technical
I don't-
it
difficulties
just unplugged
here.
me again. Yeah.
I thought
Really
Craig
weird.
was just not being
what's
able to
going
read the
on?
super chat. I was like, it says dot
No.
hack. I thought you were
Yeah.
illiterate for a second.
Yeah. Thank you, Tomac. Appreciate that. Gear says it's Montez time. When you're going to talk about that Chinese gotcha JPCU getting booted for exposing Uyghur censorship, unlike some of the English voice actors defending it in your chat, Yellow Flash. I don't even know what this is talking about here.
Chinese. I don't know
I'm
what
pretty
that is.
anti-censorship. I don't know I don't know what you're saying there though.
Shane O'Mac says, Flash, try Blackout Coffee. They're pro 2A and support vets. Great coffee and great company. There you go. Dan says the expensive game I ever sell them is between Chrono Trigger and Hagani for the Super Famicom version. Oh, nice.
Chrono Trigger is expensive if you've got the box and the book.
And New York Giants fan says, I mean, the game is well known, but anyone that hasn't played it and you play Castlevania, play Vampire Saviors. Oh, yeah, Survivors. Yeah.
You know, what's really expensive is fucking Earthbound.
Yes.
Even loose, that game's like $300.
Hey, this is a great opportunity to let everybody know that we're starting a retro game podcast with Dan Vask. First episode coming up in April. Looking forward to that. We're going to be talking about Castlevania for the first episode. So make sure you guys, it's going to be available over on Plus.
I'll show you my Snow Brothers.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, love that. AA Goldstein is a brand new Plus member. Thank you very much. Genuinely appreciate that. Go follow AA Goldstein. Use that promo code MARCH to get a big old discount. Good stuff.
I've got DuckTales too as well.
You have DuckTales too?
Yeah.
Let's go. Maverick Marty says, glad to join Plus. Thanks, Satchel. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate that. We're going to do our best. All right. And look at this. There's a Trey Courtney. 96 is a brand new Plus member. Let's go, Trey. Thank you guys very much. All right. We're off to a great start today. Thank you guys very much for your support. Do us a favor. Hit the thumbs up button while you guys are tuning in. Make it a part of your routine. Let's get into it, friends. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for Hard News.
Hard news.
All right, we got our first look at Johnny Cage in the new Mortal Kombat 2. This was just released here, and I got to be honest, pulls it off pretty good. Do you know who's playing Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat 2, the movie, Flash?
Carl Urban.
That's right, Carl Urban. And
he's got range, so we'll see.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Yeah, I think
he's just insane in real life, though.
Is he insane?
A little bit. Okay. I mean, they all are. Every single celebrity is really. But yeah, he's a little bit of a big lefty.
Okay. Well, here's
Carl. Besides that, he's pretty talented and good looking.
Here's Carl Urban here. This is what I think when I think Carl Urban is him from The Boys with his big old beard and stuff.
Oh, I think Bones from Star Trek.
So do you think shaved Carl Urban or not?
I think Dredd. Judge Dredd. Even though he never takes his helmet off, which I loved.
Which is a big part of the character, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking love that movie. It's a shame it failed. It needs a sequel so bad.
Well, here he is as Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat 2, which I love the first Mortal Kombat. I thought it was a great movie. Did you guys like the first Mortal Kombat movie? Or
never watched it.
I liked it. It was all right.
Yeah, I thought it was a good reboot for sure. I wish they didn't include that kind of generic character that kind of followed it, but they made it work. It was kind of made for the movie and such. The whole thing was built around, but it'd be cool to see him as Johnny Cage. So that's neat. I don't know when that's releasing. I think sometime this year, probably fourth quarter. I think we initially mentioned October, if I remember correctly. But so there's that.
People in the chat saying Stallone is Judge Dredd. Have not seen Dredd then. Dredd is a much superior Judge Dredd movie by far.
I am the law.
Yeah.
That was Judge Dredd was like
1995.
Yeah. You ever
Carl Urban is Judge Dredd.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fucking blows that honestly kind of a piece of shit movie away. That's
pretty awesome. I mean, yes, that movie is kind of a piece of shit.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So Carl Urban did the Dredd movie in 2012, and Sylvester Stallone did the 1995 one.
Wow, that was already 2012? Holy shit.
That's what Google's saying.
Wow.
Yeah, that movie's so good. Nice. I think it's one of the best action movies, period.
Well, I need to go back and check that out.
So that was like before all the actors want to take their helmets off and be seen, right? Like in Halo and even the MCU movies and stuff.
All right. Well, you said Carl Urban is insane.
Oh, yeah, a little bit. I used to like follow him years ago, and he was a bit of a politics,
Well, we have somebody else who has also gone insane. That is the game of chess. Did you see this viral thread with almost 40 million views on it?
Well, I don't know. The last time I checked up on chess, it was about the butt plugs and stuff. So I've not known anything about chess since.
What?
Yeah, people were getting in trouble because they were using butt plugs that would vibrate to tell them what to move on the chessboard. Professional chess. That was like a year or two ago. It was quite fascinating to read up about and keep up with.
Well, this
That's fucking insane.
I guess considered a butt plug, and that is the bishop piece of. I mean, you could stick that in wherever you want, I guess. But this is from chess.com, which, you know, the world's largest chess community, 200 million users, right? And on the surface, this looks really stupid. It says accepting new name ideas for this piece. And this is, as everybody as it uses, you are retarded. This is the bishop when it comes to chess. And a lot of people took this as the idea of them trying to get rid of a religion out of the game of chess. Blabs, this is your first time seeing this, so I'd love to get your thoughts on this.
Why did they have like any reason for this post? Was there some context that I'm missing here?
Just because Christians are the punching bag to all these people.
Is that like really it? Or are they just like, what do you call this piece? Like a meme, you know?
Well,
you don't see them doing it with the pawn or any other stuff like that.
Is it because like it looks a little bit weird, the image? Like I don't. This is wild. I mean, I don't doubt that it could be something against some.
It's blatantly
religious...
anti-Christian.
Yeah, if there is somebody on that account who is like insane, right?
Well, they did. I'm glad you asked that because yes, there are people that are insane, but they have done this before. And they have added
the guy from that old infomercial. F word. Did you see it?
Right there, yeah.
No. Go down.
Oh, there it is. That's awesome. So they have done stuff like this before. That's pretty funny. With other pieces, but they did it with the king as well, which the idea of what should we rename the king in chess? And, go ahead.
Do you have that tweet?
I've seen the tweet, but I don't have it in front of me. So, but I have Critical Drinker's response says, bishop. It's a bishop. It's been a bishop for hundreds of years. And guess what? It's still a bishop. Stop being retarded. And I think maybe, yeah, here it is right here. They said, did it also piss you off when they posted this, accepting new names for this piece, right? It's obviously the king. But on the surface, you'd be like, oh, okay, so they've done this before, right? But then they kind of doubled down and they said, please stop suggesting bishop, silly name. And
I think they're just trolling.
Okay, yes, on the surface, but here is the thing. And this is from Crossbear over on X. So Moist Critical did a video about this. And Blabs, I want you to read this and then have you discover it as you read it here. Go
okay. Ahead. Moist Critical mentioned me in his latest video on the chess piece controversy. Here's my response. The social media manager of chess.com is a self-proclaimed cross-dressing Jew who likes to dress up in Catboy costumes. It goes without saying he hates Christianity. After the extreme backlash against his suggestion to rename the bishop piece, he doubled down saying, please stop suggesting bishop, silly name. I think he knew exactly what he was doing, but even if he didn't, the point still stands. Moist Critical, despite his attempt to make himself appear like a cool kid by mocking Redditors as a stereotypical Redditor himself who was too busy playing with his toys to have any original thoughts of his own, very cringe toys by the way, he simply repeats whatever he hears from the internet. So I'm not surprised he totally misunderstood the point I was making. I wasn't saying that chess belonged to my culture. I was saying that bishops did. Also, the chess we know today is a combination of chess games from many different cultures, such as Persian, Indian, Byzantine, Spanish, and Italian cultures. I say we should make chess more Christian by renaming the king to Christ the King, the queen to Queen Mary, the horse to Crusader, the rook to Cross, and then the pawn to Parishioner. Don't let the basement-dwelling gay Redditors control your culture. Make chess Christian again.
Now, I don't necessarily agree with all this at the end because the game is, you know, you
supposed to be a court.
Yeah.
Right.
King, queen, knight, bishop. Bishops were a big part of that medieval culture.
Yeah.
And once again, you have the cross. I mean, he's literally the cross bearer right here. But if this is true about the social media manager being a cross-dressing person who likes to dress in Catboy costumes, then yes, I think this probably goes a little bit further than
just a meme.
Right, than just a meme, right? Exactly.
It's so wild that we're doing that about chess above all things, you know?
Yeah, correct. It's wild that we're doing this about chess.
I just hate. It wouldn't be such a big deal if they would mock other religions, but the only religion these people mock is Christianity. They'll never say anything about Muhammad, ever.
No, of course.
Don't dare mock Islam or.
Well, that's because you'll
Jewish
get
religion.
beheaded if you do. So,
Yeah, throwing off a damn roof.
shout out France.
Yeah.
But to bring it back to chess, I don't see it's really stupid. Chess is for everybody. I don't get it.
Yeah, of course. It's a fucking game.
I like this. We can rename the pawns to bitches. I'm with you on that one. I agree. Let's do
Yeah,
that.
it's about the same thing. Yeah.
I agree. Let's do that.
Sacrificial bitches.
I love chess. Chess is fun. So yeah, bitch to C3 or something. Like I'm there.
Mercenary says that isn't a king, it's a rook or a castle. Oh, sorry, it's the king to me. Whatever. And then we have Ian came in with 10 gifted memberships. Let's go, Ian. Thank you very much for your support. Really appreciate that. That is excellent. If you guys got gifted membership, make sure you say thanks. Consider paying it forward. Do we have Kirsha in the background anywhere?
Hang on.
Where are you, Kirsha? There you are. Hey, good to see you, Kirsha. Thanks for bouncing around right there for Ian with 10 gifted memberships right there. That's lovely. Death came in and says, Craig, when's Blabs playing OG Mario? Shut the fuck up, Blabs. You never played Mario.
I have.
Death, Blabs has played Super Mario Brothers for the Nintendo Entertainment System. And maybe, just maybe, you'll see it as the very first episode of Blabs Versus.
And I've played Mario plenty of other times on other consoles, so suck my dick. Thank you for the 10.
Tater Teat says, most expensive game I have are all GameCube. Pokemon Gale of Darkness plus Coliseum, Pokemon Box Red, Fire Emblem, Def Jam New York, and Earthbound, and Sunset Riders for the Super Nintendo. Let's go, Tater Teats. I like your name. It's funny as shit. It's good stuff. Give it up for Dan, who is a new member again. Dan, thank you very much. Appreciate that. That's excellent. Ian says, rename the queen. Yas, queen. Gross. It's fucking disgusting. I hate everything about that. Thank you, Ian, for that. And,
can you imagine when it's like checkmate and you're like slay? Like, no thanks.
Listen, I'll tell you this right now. I was coaching my daughter's soccer team, and one little girl came in. She goes, "Yes, queen." I said, "No, we're not going to have that on our team. We ain't doing that shit. We ain't doing that shit." I said, "No."
Unless you're doing it like for the meme, then no.
Dan, she doesn't even know what memes are. It's crazy.
So sad.
Like, I cut that shit off at the head, man. I am Warwolf says, when I start to feel bad for Christians being attacked, then they start pushing legislation in Texas to ban anime and video games over obscenity laws. Oh, we'll get to that in a little bit. We have that on our docket today for sure.
Yeah, that's not all. That's like the extreme ones.
Yeah. Well, and there's more to that story. You've probably just seen the headline to that. And by the way, this is not me simping for Texas. It's just more context to the rage bait story that you saw. So, so before we get to that, let's talk about this. Flash, did you see the news?
Uh-oh.
Kotaku.
Oh, yeah. They're getting sued.
Are getting sued by, of all people, the former CEO, head chief of Activision, Bobby Kotick, who, by the way, was a phenomenal actor in the movie Moneyball. If you've ever seen Moneyball, he's the owner of the Oakland A's in that movie, and he does an excellent job. Just want to point that out. With that said, think whatever you want to think about him, but I think that he's suing Geo Media as he files a defamation suit against the media outlets over discrimination comments, which is yoicks. Before we get into this story here, Flash, Kotaku has been wavering the last few years. They hired the new managing editor, the new head cheese over there to kind of right the ship after people were gone. They were talking about shifting to guides and such, and all the writers were given one last chance to kind of make things right. At a certain point,
Did Alyssa write any of these articles?
well, we're going to get to that. I don't know. Maybe we need to do a little digging on this.
Thought she was proud of her vetted and accurate work.
That's right. But at a certain point, if you're Geo Media, when do you just cut the cord and be like, it's not even fucking worth it anymore, right? Just to shut this shit down or try to sell it. Like, we got to be approaching that area, right? Where it's just not even worth dealing with all the bullshit when it comes to the brand of Kotaku anymore.
I hope this shuts them down.
Well, we'll see. Bobby Kotick, the former CEO of Activision Blizzard, has filed a suit in Delaware against Geo Media, naming Kotaku and Gizmodo specifically. The suit complains that both outlets attempted to smear Kotick by going out of their way to besmirch his name by mentioning false, withdrawn allegations over discrimination and workplace harassment. It was claimed by Kotick that articles were penned with the, quote, malicious purposes of causing further harm, end quote, to his name, which was at the time already considered tarnished. The Delaware suit filed by Bobby Kotick is pretty basic on the surface, but details the complaint were obtained and published by the Courthouse News Service on March 13th. The complaint from Kotick reads, I know I've said his name like 3 times differently. That's okay. Neither article had anything to do with Activision. Both were about rumors that Kotick were interested in buying TikTok, yet Kotaku and Gizmodo went out of their way to issue withdrawn false allegations relating to workplace issues, which Geo Media knew had been conclusively disproven by numerous investigations, purely for the malicious purposes of causing further harm to Kotick. The articles in question were reports published by Kotaku and Gizmodo about the claim that Bobby Kotick was part of a cabal looking to acquire TikTok in the United States. For reference, I also covered these claims, but I neglected to insult the man or bring up his troubled past at Activision Blizzard, aside from mentioning what employees were saying about him on social media. But that's probably why I'm not being sued. Courthouse News Service noted that Kotaku and Gizmodo updated their articles to remove more negative terminology, but Kotick insists that as a general rule, they're still mischaracterizing him and he's seeking damages. Stay tuned to see how this unfolds. Ooh, wow. So, first and foremost, defamation is a serious thing. It's funny because we know there's another journalist from Kotaku that is suing Smash for defamation for the things that he said. And this is an expensive process to go to court. I mean, you've seen Smash raised 60 plus grand for his legal defense against former Kotaku writer Alyssa Mercante. I think we need to learn a little bit more about specifically those articles. Blabs, can you actually do a quick Google search for this? Search Kotaku, TikTok, Bobby Kotick, please, and see what you can find about this, and see if we can find those specific articles, and see
he's gonna have a hard time though, regardless of what they did, because he's a public figure.
I don't know.
It's extremely hard to get anything against a public figure. You can pretty much say whatever you want about them, especially like if they're a politician.
Yeah, if you're a politician, but he's not a politician, and that's the thing about it. He is he's a CEO, and at what point
he's still a public figure?
At what point does a CEO become like I'm technically a CEO of a company, but so is the guy who runs the bakery down the street. Does that make them a public figure as well? I mean, I don't know where the line is when you become.
Nobody knows who some guy that runs a mom and pop shop down the street is.
Yeah.
I can't really find anything yet. All I'm seeing is when I search this, it's just YouTube videos after YouTube videos.
Right. You wonder if they maybe pulled the article. It's interesting to see. But this is one of those situations where I think that Geo Media is going to look at this, and if they get out of this unscathed, which they won't get out of it unscathed, because this stuff still costs money to have a legal defense, no matter what. Even just answering this, the fact that this was filed. Like, if you're a lawyer, you don't file a lawsuit without the idea that you at least have some sort of case. I mean, I've seen lawyers and like, yeah, it's not even worth pursuing, right? Most lawyers, lawyers they have their language that they speak, but if it's going to waste their time, they don't want to do it. So somebody felt that there was enough here to at least pursue, and maybe they settle out of court. Maybe they pay him a bunch of money for this. But I don't think that if you're Bobby Kotick, why would you do this just to settle out of court? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. You clearly were offended. And by the way, you clearly, if you are filing this lawsuit, you can prove that there's been some sort of opportunity that passed you by, or some sort of financial, something financial that didn't happen because you're damaged to your reputation. I mean, that's the whole idea behind, ruined opportunities for you. I don't know, Flash. Do you feel like, I don't know, what do you think the timeline is on Kotaku first and foremost, and do you think that anything will come of this at all?
No, I don't think anything will come from it.
You don't think so?
No. I think it's funny, though. It's always funny to see Kotaku get shit. I still think Kotaku shuts down by the end of the year at the latest.
They're
fucked, dude. They only have like 5 people working for them right now, right? It's like a very small number of staff that they have now.
All right. I have this article here from actually just about 1 year ago. And this is from, here we go. Former Activision boss is on Kotaku. Bobby Kotick wants to buy TikTok. Report. Kotick is also looking for partners right here. So I'm guessing this would have to be the article.
Wait, what did that say at the top? At the top, they're looking for partners.
Yeah. So.
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought you said Kotaku is looking for partners.
No. TikTok has been scrutinized for years, blah, blah, blah. And we remember when this happened, when this was going down. The whole there was a lot of issues with TikTok. And by the way, TikTok was going to be banned, then it wasn't. And I don't think we've even heard anything about that since Trump has been in office, and he kind of reversed the ban on that. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. Kotick departed from Activision Blizzard late last year after completing the publisher's $68 billion sale from Microsoft. Kotick's tenure at Activision Blizzard spanned decades and came under fire in 2021 when the state of California filed a lawsuit following an investigation into the company's alleged misogynistic workplace culture, as well as allegations of rampant sexual misconduct and discrimination. California's Civil Rights Department settled with Activision Blizzard in December of 2023 for $54 million to resolve allegations that Activision Blizzard discriminated against women in the company, including by denying promotion opportunities and paying them less than men for doing substantially similar work. Activision Blizzard agreed to take steps to help ensure fair pay. Yeah, like all this stuff has nothing to do with this story, like at all.
Well, it's under his, so he was the head of the company, so they're implying that this is all his fault.
Yes, there's implication here. You're 100% right.
That's not enough, though. I'm not a lawyer, but I don't believe that's enough.
Let's see. Oh, here we go. Here, the article.
Oh, yeah, you need the archived version of this because they edited it.
Yes, this article has been updated to include. Yeah, okay, that was the issue here. It was updated to include settlements because they didn't include this whole line here about the settlement. They just had all the way up to here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. That's pretty fucked up. And I can see why he'd be pissed off about that. Even if they went back and revised it. So, wow. Well, we'll see what happens with Kotaku. I think we all are kind of fingers crossed about what's going on with them. But, you never know till you know when it comes to Kotaku. And that's kind of where we're at with all that. So, good luck, Bobby, with your lawsuit. We're all rooting for you, buddy.
Never forget that Kotaku has an article about the best types of butt plugs to play Animal Crossing to.
That is
never forget.
Definitely one of the highlights.
Luke Plunkett.
Sure. Yes, Luke Plunkett, formerly of Destructoid. Remember Destructoid? Are they still around? Destructoid. Let's see.
That's a name I haven't heard in some time.
All right, there, Obi-Wan.
They were huge for a long time. Oh my gosh, they might as well be dead. Look at this. Let's see. Disable. I'm not going to disable my ad blocker. Screw you. Here we go. Look at this. Look at the comments on there. on their articles. 0 comments, 0 comments, 4, 1.
Not even a Dragon Ball article got any comments. Wow, look at that.
That's, I know the guy who launched Destructoid, Nero, a long time ago when Destructoid was like the king. They were up there with Kotaku and before Polygon existed and such. And man, to see how they have fallen. He sold their company. You know who he sold their company to? That fucking Canadian company that didn't hire me because I was white. That's who he sold it to. So pretty crazy, man. Pretty crazy. Anyways, rest in peace, Destructoid. Rest in peace, Kotaku. We'll see what happens. Toxic for 5 says, I appreciate the full context of the chess story. I still think they're being absurd, and the new name for Rook post is there as an excuse. But it's good to keep the make the extra context known. Yeah, that's what we try to do. We try to give you as much information as we possibly can. So, Ree came in with 5 says that Texas bill is worded loosely and will absolutely get abused by judges who will take obscene to the broadest level. South Park's Raisins episode would get Matt and Trey arrested. It's just not AI. Well, we'll get to that. Let's actually get to that story because, like I said, I'm not going to simp for.
I don't know much about this, but I don't even know how it will hold up under First Amendment. Okay, so let's talk about this. What you see when it comes to I want to see if we can find this damn article first and foremost, because what you saw with Dexerto was they released a tweet that was like total fear-mongering tweet, and then they released the article driving to it. And I think it's important to read the entire article, which Blabs is going to do here because Blabs is our reader.
Okay.
I'm not allowed to anymore.
New Texas bill could make incredibly popular anime and video games illegal. From Dexerto, published March 16, 2025. A Texas bill that was unanimously passed by state senators will, if it gets instated as actual law, will criminalize the possession of any material depicting a minor in obscene ways. Though Senate Bill 20 is structured in a way that mainly points it at the usage of AI software to create this type of material, cartoon or animation are also specified. Some of the most popular anime, manga, and games of all time contain these sort of depictions.
That's
Depending
true.
on how
even Dragon Ball has that.
Yeah, they're going to get into that later in this article.
Depending on how Texan lawmakers feel about certain series, there's a good chance many of the most popular anime and manga series could be affected. Seeing as their many stories center around people who are high school age, any content that depicts characters who are underage in a way Texas law deems obscene would be committed a felony offense. Just curious as to what this bill defines obscene as. Texas bill could make several people series illegal, blah, blah, blah. Senate Bill 20 is intended to be rolled out as an amendment to Chapter 43 of Texas Penal Code with the section reading as follows. Can you scroll, please? Okay. A person commits an offense if the person knowingly possesses, accesses with intent to view, or promotes obscene visual material containing a depiction that appears to be a child younger than 18 years of age, engage in activities described by Section 4321A(1)(b), regardless of whether the depiction is an image of an actual child, a cartoon or animation, or an image created using artificial intelligence, application, or other computer software. That said, the activities described by Section 43.21A(1)(b) are by design up to interpretation. Though they describe the standard acts that would be considered deplorable by most, the definition of obscene material ends with this line. Material or performance that, taken as a whole, lacks serious literary, artistic, political, and scientific value. I don't even know what that means.
This is very broad.
It is very broad. And this is how laws are created most of the time, very, very broad here. And we'll go to continue here because there's pushback both ways when it comes to this. So let's continue here.
Things get murky when this is applied to a game series like Persona. Aside from story arcs that center around a sexual exploitation of minors present in both the 4th and 5th entries in the series, Persona also has dating sim mechanics that sees the characters getting into romantic relationships. Many of these characters are under the age of 18. Even if the Persona series doesn't show any of the explicit material listed in Section 43.21 related to minors, dating mechanics are a core part of the story for both games. There's a chance that, depending on how Texas interpreted this bill, if it were to be signed into law, owning one of these Persona games could be a felony in the state. The same is true of many popular anime and manga series, with many of them depicting high school age individuals in the light that could be interpreted as sexual in nature. Kill la Kill, Gurren Lagann, the Monogatari series, and Bleach come to mind as examples.
This is where like it kind of gets like, this is where I think there's going to be a lot of confusion here, and I want you to read this one, Blabs, right here.
What about the previous paragraph?
Go on. Yeah, keep going.
Bleach, despite being one of the best-selling anime and manga series of all time, also sexualizes high school-aged women in the early parts of the show. Gurren Lagann features Yoko Littner as the main character, a 14-year-old girl who runs around in a bikini top. Now, also, I apologize if I mispronounced those words. The Monogatari series is on a different level than these examples, though, with a 1,000-year-old vampire being depicted as a young child in both the original light novels and anime adaptation. The main character, Aragari, is a regular seen engaging in explicit acts with underage women or women who look like children but are above the age of 18 for plot reasons.
Right.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Characters under this category are much more likely to be affected by this build, and though the Monogatari series is one of the more popular examples, dozens upon dozens of anime series are presented in a similar way. It's worth mentioning, however, that the bill being unanimously passed by state senators doesn't necessarily mean it will get signed into law just yet, although it does make it a lot more likely. This is wild because you could even have like something so fun as My Dress Up Darling. Yellow Flash, have you ever seen that one?
The word dress up in it makes it doesn't sound like it's something I would watch.
Probably not. It's basically like a cosplaying that shit like thing. Like it's a really shy guy and like a girl who wants to do cosplay, and they like each other. And you know, it kind of gets a little bit intimate, but hardly anything. Like that could be like seen as no in Texas. That's wild.
So
I'm more into action anime.
Yeah, I figured, but just curious.
So there's the other side of this as well, where if you actually read what is said, this person actually went through and read the penal code, and Blabs would like for you to read this.
Okay. After reading the Texas Penal Code, this headline is 100% fake. It's just a flat-out lie. Texas law applies to images that are indistinguishable. I can't say that word. Wow, accent coming out. From a depiction of a real child or depict a specific actual child. All the bill does is include more types of image creation.
There we go.
Okay.
This is it right here.
So H says the punishment for an offense under Section A or C is increased to the punishment for a felony of the second degree if it is shown on the trial of the offense the obscene material that is the subject of the offense visually depicts activities described by Section 43.21A1. Be engaged in by 1. A child younger than 18 years of age at the time of the image of the child was made. 2. An image that is to a reasonable person would be virtually indistinguishable. Oh man, I can't say that word. Accents just flying away from the image of a child younger than 18 years of age. Or 3, an image created, adapted, or modified to be the image of an identifiable child. Wow.
Yeah, so I think that where this really gets interesting is right here, where you have a 1,000-year-old vampire depicted as a young child, right? You say, oh, the character's 6,000 years old.
She's 6 million years old, bro.
Right, but she looks like she's 11, right? That's where things get a little.
So I've seen actually parts of the show that they are mentioning, Kill la Kill. Flash, have you seen that one?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so like in that show, they are very much dressed like half-ass naked, and they're children. So that is going to be interesting to see what happens.
It's like most anime. They're
it is true. A lot of the old, especially the older ones, but yeah, wild. I don't agree with any of this.
I'm Werewolf says, Craig, do you think a 50-year-old politician is going to care the difference between AI generative of real children versus a beach episode in an anime? No, I don't. I think they're going to look at it on surf. This idea of like whether it has artistic value or whatever, that's all subjective, right?
Are we going to ban My Hero Academia? And
yes, this is all.
Those characters are in high school.
Right.
Demon Slayer, big titty Hashira chick. Like, come on.
It's banned Dragon Ball too. The original, especially.
Yeah, and once again, what is considered
Bulma
real?
takes a shower in one of those chapters.
Can you pull up that like tweet again?
The original tweet from
No, the one that goes actually through like the
Sure.
law.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Here we go.
Yeah, I don't know. This still isn't very like 100% clear to me.
It's very broad.
Yeah. It's a lot of these are like, well, define what that means. Define what this means.
Well, this is
An image
also
that a
pointed out.
It's like, what's distinguishable from an image of a child younger than 18 years? I mean, a lot of women don't look their age, though, right?
Yeah,
Like Asia. Like, how many women in Asia look like they're 20 and they're actually like 45, you know?
right.
That's right. Yeah, Goku goes around slapping crotches because he doesn't know the difference between a boy and a girl.
Oh, yeah.
So
oh
he's
my
kind
God.
of like Crocodile Dundee, you know, when he was just grabbing
Right.
people's crotches.
Yep. We have the, and by the way, that's been edited out of the new Crocodile Dundee. Did you see that?
Yeah, it's bullshit. I
Yeah.
bought the. I'm glad because I didn't own those movies, so I bought the Amazon had that's sold out now, but the trilogy for like $25 or something.
There was a
on Blu-ray.
trilogy. There was 3 of them. I don't
There's
remember the
3 of
first
them.
2.
Yeah, the third
I don't
one's the third one's ridiculous.
Third one.
Does it
is,
even have like the original actors in it?
Yeah.
Wow. Maybe I
totally
have
messed
seen
that
it
one.
and I just like completely like wiped it from my memory.
What I love about this movie is if you don't know anything about Australia, you come off thinking like everyone over there is completely retarded.
Yeah.
It's like in the third one, there is a funny scene because some dude comes to America to hang out with him, and they go to a Wendy's, and he's like, "You just speak in that there box, and then they have food for you at the window." Like I'm pretty sure there's fast food in Australia.
right.
It makes it sound like they're backwards retards.
They have no idea what's happening. What is this? What is this? Why is the sky blue here? I don't understand. So there is a little more clarity here. This is from Packer Girl over on X. She says TLDR, Texas is attempting to pass.
Oh, you're not sharing it.
I know. Pass an unconditional law, and this apparently is sensitive content. So here we go, Blaz. I'll let you read this as well.
All right, section 2256 is amended by inserting at the end of the following paragraphs. 10. Graphic, when used with respect to a depiction of sexually explicit conduct, means that a viewer can observe any part of the genitals or pubic area of the depicted person or animal during any part of the time that the sexually explicit conduct is being depicted. I feel like that's like a roundabout. I don't know. Anyway. 11. The term indistinguishable.
No. Hold on. What were you gonna say?
It's like a roundabout. I don't understand. Like, it's like. I don't understand it. It's like, oh, but this, but this, but this, but this.
I don't know. It seems pretty simple to me. When a viewer can observe any part of the genitals or pubic area,
Or
Dragon Ball's
during
gotta
any part of
go.
the time that sexually explicit conduct is being depicted. I don't
You
know.
see Goku's dong in Dragon Ball and Gohan's in Dragon Ball Z. Got to get rid of it.
Weird. 11. The term
indistinguishable.
indistinguishable used with respect to a depiction means virtually, damn it, in that the depiction is such that an ordinary person viewing the depiction will conclude that depiction is of an actual minor engaged in sexually explicit conduct. This definition does not apply to depictions that are drawings, cartoons, sculptures, or paintings depicting minors or adults. So this doesn't affect anime then.
So anime and manga are not affected.
I'm so
So
confused.
that's complete rage bait then, that article.
Yeah.
Yep. And
Fake news.
yeah, so there we are. I think that's just it, right? You have it seems like a total rage bait article written by Carver Fisher over here.
Yeah, who is this guy?
Proving what? Oh.
No.
Huh. Yeah, I'm looking
Pronouns
too.
they, them. Oh, no, it got he in
I
there.
found their Twitter. Shall we look?
Oh, sure.
Is
Pull
that
it
a
up.
female to male?
I can't pull it up. It's blocking me, StreamYards. You gotta remove.
Here we go.
You're dumb.
The female to male.
All right, so this is Carver Fisher. Let's zoom. Okay. LPL expert, LOL analyst, writer, interviewer, storyteller, U.S. deputy editor for Dexerto, formerly Invent Global, Esports Talk, ELO Entertainment. I'm surprised there's no he, she, they, thems.
Well,
Nothing crazy yet.
Like this shouldn't have been an article at all.
No.
Like at all, if that's the case, you know? And we've been here talking about it for like 12, 15 minutes or so. And it's like, man, like, fuck these guys, you know? Like they're just trying to get everybody all riled up. And I'm sure people in our chat.
You need that clip of Trump saying, "You are fake news."
Yeah. I Am Werewolf says, what you just read is the federal statute. So what you're saying is Texas is trying to do the opposite of that. They're saying that you're saying that the federal statute is saying that you cannot pass this stuff here. Let's going back to this again. This definition does not apply to the depiction of that.
So this is the federal version.
And
well, federal law trumps state.
Yes, it does. And so if I'm understanding this correctly, the federal law says this. When what Texas is trying to do is say like, hey, this does apply to drawings and cartoons and anime. That's okay. Okay. There's more layers to this. We're learning as we go here.
I don't like any of this. That's just any of this kind of goes to like sword censorship.
Don't like censorship.
Yeah, I don't like censorship. So
Mary's
Texas L.
Are you okay, Craig?
No, I said this is for you, Blabs.
Oh, we found Blabs' kryptonite, and it's damn it! Hang on, okay, shit. I don't know why I can't say this word. It's like somebody I know who can't say the word ambulance. It's like damn it.
Go ahead, Blabs. By the way, the camera's staying on you the entire time till you get this.
Indistinguishable. That's not right.
Indistinguishable.
Listen, there's too many languages in my head. Indistinguishable. Je ne comprends. It's too much, man. I'm done.
Get it.
Indistinguishable.
Indistinguishable.
Shit. Indistinguishable. Huh? Did I do it right?
One more time.
Indistinguishable.
Hey, let's go.
That doesn't sound right. Indistinguishable.
There you go, Blabs. Let's go. Hey.
Thanks.
All right, that's good stuff. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. If you'd like to see here Blabs say indistinguishable, just pop in and let's get Montez rolling. Love to see that. That's great. Oh, that's great. Good job, Blabs. We also have this from Shady Duck. Go ahead, Blabs. I'll let you read that as well.
Oh, okay. In Monogatari, the vampire changes forms between a full-grown woman and a young girl. When she's a young girl, she just sits around most of the time being weak. The story jumps around a lot. Thank you very much, Shady Duck. Carver Fisher looks more like a cracked-up Kristen Stewart. Okay, you know what? I kind of thought the same, too. I'm like, bruh, what's up with that? So it's not just me. And Mercenary says... Did Blabs and Craig just switch like Freaky Friday? Why is the one having trouble with saying words? It's just the one word. It's just the one word, as you can see from all the articles I just read.
And what word is that, Blabs?
Indistinguishable.
Yes. There you go. Way to go, Blabs. Nailed it. Okay, let's go to look, tomorrow we're gonna have a fun show because Rush Hour 4 will be on our show, which is excellent. Because
I want to point out I can spell that word, just no problem, by the way.
Rush Hour 4?
No, indistinguishable.
Okay. Well, we have
and we'll never know.
Your roadcasters. You spill some beer on it or something?
I don't know, man. I did unplug it the other day.
I think it's honestly StreamYard. It's like, why can't I share shit this week if someone else is sharing stuff? I don't know.
Okay, well, big week this week as Assassin's Creed Shadow is released on Thursday coming up after 2 big delays. And Ubisoft is already kind of saying like, we don't think it's going to perform very well. I have seen some advertisements for it on TV. But
in
Ubisoft
Walmart, they've got a big, like a big, one of those cardboard cutouts. They've got like 2 of them. They're right by the game cases.
Ooh, nice. Well, Ubisoft is in total damage mode right now. Desperation mode, I would say, as there's been a lot of talk about what Ubisoft is going to do, and there's been talk about Tencent coming in, potentially buying the company. Well, we have a little bit more clarity now as what people are thinking is going to happen. And this just reeks of like, holy shit, Ubisoft is fucked. Ubisoft reportedly is considering fresh business to own Assassin's Creed and other big franchises co-owned by others like Tencent. So they're more or less looking at the idea of just like moving their big franchises over to another sister company. Think of it like back in the day, Konami also had Ultra, right? It was another company that was, well, in that case, it was also owned by Konami, but in this case,
but wasn't that done to get around Nintendo? Like
Yes.
They weren't like moving to different offices or anything. They were just changing the names to get more Nintendo games out.
Oh, sure. And I don't think they're going to move, any offices are going to be changed here. But here we go. Ubisoft is considering the launch of a fresh business unit, part owned by outside companies that could manage the biggest video game brands. According to a new Bloomberg report, which claims that Ubisoft shareholder Tencent is considered for a minority stake in the new venture. The move would likely include lucrative franchises such as Assassin's Creed, Rainbow Six, and Far Cry. These series would then be owned by this new entity rather than Ubisoft directly. So this is definitely like a shift for sure. This business tactic could see Ubisoft's new entity valued higher than the company itself currently, Bloomberg report states. At the same time, the Ubisoft mothership would remain owned by its founding Guillemot family, something that has reportedly been a sticking point in discussions over Ubisoft's future so far.
Earlier Ubisoft without those franchises, though, they don't have anything new.
You're 100%
so they're going to have to make nothing but new games. Good luck in today's climate.
I 1,000% agree with you on that.
You're pretty much dooming them.
Yes. I mean, what do they have? Let's say you...
And they're already kind of doomed, but without these big games, they're kind of fucked. But they'd have to release nothing but new IPs. And that's going to be real hit or miss, especially with the budgets that they put into these things.
Okay. Well,
even when they have smaller games, they charge up the ass for them, dooming them, like that Prince of Persia game.
Don't forget
that at like
X-Defiant.
$70.
What's that, Blabs?
Don't forget X-Defiant. That was
that game crash and burn too.
And it was a shame because it was promising, right? You had Mark there from Call of Duty right there ready to go, and unfortunately it just didn't work.
This wasn't let's go back here. Let's talk about these. They're talking about splitting off Assassin's Creed, Rainbow Six, and Far Cry from this to a separate company. Here's the list of all the franchises that Ubisoft owns, right? So Assassin's Creed, gone. Okay, you're talking about that. Far Cry, gone. Okay. And then the Ghost Recon right here, gone.
Rainbow Six,
Rainbow
gone.
Six, right?
That's their biggest moneymaker.
Yep. Rainbow Six in general. Just pretty much all, let's just say all the Tom Clancy games. They're gone, right? So they're left with, I mean, what's the biggest? Probably Just
Dance.
That's probably gone too.
Maybe, but let's just say Just Dance stays with Ubisoft. Rayman stays with Ubisoft.
I love Rayman.
Me too. Prince of Persia, and like that's it. Brothers in Arms hasn't seen a game in forever. Call of Juarez hasn't seen a game. Juarez hasn't seen a game in forever. Might and Magic, nope. Trackmania, that's probably a decade ago now. I mean, you're looking at, the Rabbids franchise. That's Rayman as well.
Rayman was on sale during like the spring Steam sale. I bought both of them for like $10. The good, the recent ones.
And
Origins and what was the follow-up called? Rayman Legends?
Yeah. Phenomenal game. But I'm with you, Flash. I think this, like Ubisoft as a company, if they split off and they make a new company, they call it Boobisoft or whatever, Ubisoft will be the company that everybody cares about, and Ubisoft will be the company that everybody just kind of laughs at, which they already are. So, whatever. But this, I got a text from Valiant Renegade about this last night, and he was talking about this on his show, and he said Ubisoft says they're looking. He said they're looking at stripping out their IPs into a spinoff, just like I thought they would. The Game On family and Tencent will likely be the two big owners. Ubisoft is only worth about $1 billion, and probably nearly off of that. Half of that is the value of IPs. So what would be left? And I 1000% agree. And he said, read this article, and he sent me the article. Says, read this as Ubisoft admitting Shadows likely is to fail and proceeding with stripping company for parts. Right. So this goes back to, do we think that Ubisoft is actually going to, will Assassin's Creed Shadow perform? Will this game make any money, or is this going to be just another big loss for Ubisoft? Where, if you recall, last year they had made, you mentioned X Defiant, you saw Skull and Bones. Ubisoft's 2024 was the stuff of legends in the worst possible way. And it looks like they could potentially begin 2025 the same way. And this may be the last kill shot for Ubisoft as we know it. That's the crazy thing about this. So Flash, do you think that, I think I know the answer, but do you think that Shadows is going to perform even after the 2 delays?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think we're going to see it peak really high. Remember Dragon Age and how it performed its first weekend on Steam and the chuds were owned, and then it fell off into a hole?
Yep.
I think we're going to see the same situation again. Mm-hmm. I don't see any hype for this game. Dude, nobody seems hyped for it other than like us, and it's not for good reasons. But I don't see anybody hyped for it other than like access journalists. Right.
And yes, there's so much to there. And I don't know. Have we seen any previews? The game comes out on Thursday. Are there any reviews for this game out right now?
I think it's embargoed.
Yeah, but like surely they got to start release. The game comes out in 3 days, right? You got to get.
All I've seen are like clips of the girl character crawling past a door. I saw that the other day, trying to show like the stealth aspects of it. But I haven't seen, other than that, just a couple of clips here and there. That's it.
Man, hold on.
It's like they're trying to keep it under lock and key until it comes out.
Yeah, I've just been looking at their Twitter, right? And it doesn't have anything really. There's no like retweets of people's reviews or anything like that. There's nothing.
I'm curious what the embargo is.
What about social media reactions? Anything?
Let's see. It says the review embargo for Assassin's Creed Shadows is set to lift March 18th, just 2 days before
tomorrow.
Yeah, so we're going to get a lot of that tomorrow.
Oh, like they're all going to be glowing.
Oh, yeah. The greatest.
It's amazing.
Okay.
Playing as Stunning and Brave. Yasuke just changed my life. I'm so happy to finally see a black man in Assassin's
tomorrow
Creed.
With Rush Hour 4. This is all planned out spectacularly. We did this all in advance too. Timing.
Let's go. All right, cool. So make sure you guys are here tomorrow, because Flawed and Philip will be here tomorrow, and that's an Asian and a black guy. And if you can put 2 and 2 together, we're going to be talking about Assassin's Creed tomorrow. So make sure you guys show up for that. It's going to be a good one.
I like the diversity on that panel.
Oh, yeah.
Got a woman, an Asian,
gay
black
guy. It's good. No, that's awesome. All right, let's go and move on. Speaking of things that are happening very, very soon, I saw this tweet, and I have very mixed feelings about this. I think it's great that they're trying to do something, but I don't know. Let's get your thoughts on this. I believe in what Rumble is doing. I think Rumble has a very noble cause. The idea of being a free speech platform, fighting against YouTube. I think that's a wonderful thing. But I saw this tweet from their CEO, Chris Pavlovsky, and I wanted to talk about it for a minute. I think that Rumble, just like YouTube, has their golden boys, their golden children, right? And you're going to see kind of the response to this here in just a second. But Chris Pavlovsky tweeted this out. He said, on March 24th, many creators will stop streaming to YouTube. No one is getting paid to do this. They're all doing this for the sake of authenticity and for the values they believe in. A moment we haven't seen until now. March 24th. Who else is in? Did you see this tweet, Flash?
I didn't.
No, I didn't see this.
Okay, so what's your first initial reaction to seeing this? The idea that
Trying to put pressure on people to move over there instead of streaming on YouTube.
Yeah, it's kind of like a who's coming with me type of thing.
What's special about March 24th? Is it just like a random day, or there's like something specific happening that day?
I don't know. I think it's just a random day that they chose, right?
And many of them are probably getting paid. They probably have contracts with Rumble. They're not technically getting paid,
or they have shares, kind of like how Dr. Disrespect. He's not getting paid.
But hey, guy who's not getting shit, you need to move over here too if you're about free speech.
Right, right. And I said, you mean like permanently? Do you have a list of these creators? And some people went in and some normal men came in and they talked about like, here's the list of some of these people, right? Steven Crowder, Tim Pool, Russell Brand, The Quartering, right? These are all people who have worked with Rumble pretty much forever. I mean,
well established on Rumble.
Most of them have contracts and are getting paid.
Yeah.
Right. Now,
pretty sure Quartering is. Russell Brand has a contract with him. Tim Pool, Steven Crowder. The rest I don't know, but those guys have Rumble contracts.
Now the Quartering has gone off, and
I'm all for it. Get your bag. You know?
I agree. I think it's excellent that you have contracts. Right now, with that said, it appears that they only give out contracts to people who aren't on their platform, right? So there's that. So us being on there is just, it is what it is. Like I said, I want to be clear. I believe in what Rumble's doing, but I think it's fair to be critical because everybody here on this list of their daytime lineup, right? Number one, when you throw out something like, hey, a lot of creators are doing this, who's going to stop doing this, right? I know that Steven Crowder, right? He's made the big push to Rumble. I think that's great. Love it. He said he's not going to stream on YouTube anymore. Tim Pool also is, I don't know if he's leaving YouTube in its entirety. I don't think he is. I know if he does that in his evening show, it'd be like committing suicide. I think it's a horrible idea when you're streaming to 60,000 people a night and you just say, well, we're just going to leave the platform. I think it's financial suicide. But yes, all these people have some sort of agreement in place with Rumble. They have a safety net in place. And Quartering said it's going to cost them $100,000 a year. Okay, great. I get it. But you have a safety net in place right here. So I think just going like, who's coming with us? I think it's really like,
give me some bag and I'll come with you.
Right. Like you don't have a safety net for everybody to go, who's coming with me? And here's the reality of it is that if you think that YouTube, and here's just the cold, hard truth of it. If you think that YouTube is concerned about 40 people leaving their platform who, I don't know, let's just say they stream to 1 million people a day, which is a massive number, right?
Huge.
Massive. Let's just say, let's all in. They stream to 1 million people a day. If you think they honestly care about that, no, it's a drop in the bucket. It won't even make a wave. It won't even start a wave. Once again, I understand the sentiment, but I think it's fairly tone deaf to be like, who's coming with me without some sort of safety net in place. Now, Kick has their creator program that they've launched and they've rolled out, and that kind of rolled out on Friday as well. I think Kick is a more viable option than Rumble is right now, at least as far as the idea of transferring your audience from one place to another. Because Kick does have this ability to, they're offering people like hourly rates for streaming on their platform and such. But I still needed to learn more. I still need to learn a hell of a lot more about that before I can like endorse what they're doing. But I don't know, like, is this, maybe I'm misinterpreting what's happening right here. And because this dude, the CEO of Rumble, I know a lot of people over there. I've never had any interactions with Chris. But this seems, for lack of a better word, kind of tone deaf. Am I wrong?
No. Can you pull
I
up
agree
that
with you.
tweet again?
Yeah.
Okay, so streaming, okay, blah, 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 blah. So is this only like live stream is what he's referring to? Because the
Yeah.
huge problem with Rumble is that you do not grow based on videos. It's like only live stream, it seems, over there. Unless that's just my opinion. I find it very hard to grow over there. There's no promotion whatsoever, so I find it really stupid and a bit disingenuous, honestly, to be like, come over here, grow over here, but you're not allowing people to grow already on there. I put everything on YouTube and Rumble. Every little thing I do on my own stuff is on Rumble. Basically as a safety net in case something should ever happen to YouTube, it's there on Rumble. But like, it does not grow whatsoever. It's the exact same content, and I get like 2 views or whatever. Like, it's insane. So like, I don't know. I feel like I wish Rumble would be better because I'm very much for the idea of what they're doing. I just find that they do a lot of batshit stupid stuff. And that doesn't make any sense to smaller people. Like, you want more people to use Rumble? Awesome. Allow people to grow over there instead of just cherry picking the people who already have platforms over there. So I don't know. Wild.
Okay. So, and like, once again, we're talking about, Cody has over 100,000 subscribers. He streams to hundreds of people whenever he streams, right? And he said, if it wasn't for my mortgage, I would, right? And Nina, if it depends, are you going to pay my bills?
Yep.
Right?
Good points, though.
These are all
We got
extremely
good
valid.
got bills to pay, diapers to buy.
Yeah. And so I don't know. I think it's really interesting that they would call this out. And once again, I don't disagree with Gerald here. This is the way. Like, yes, there needs to be some sort of bigger movement. But if you're going to supply, if you're going to say, hey, who's coming with us? Then you got to provide some sort of safety net, right? For folks. And everybody, like, I think everybody here has the idea, like the values, right, of free speech. Everybody gets that. But everybody also has the value in their bank account they got to worry about as well. And they got to be able to pay for that stuff. So
I haven't put a lot of I put my live stream over there. I just upload it over there. But other than that, like, I don't put my videos on there anymore.
Yeah.
Because the auto uploader is broken.
Yeah.
They were fixed that. I'll put them back on there.
Oh yeah.
It takes
Rumble's
forever.
awful.
It takes forever to upload stuff to Rumble.
Yeah, it takes me like an hour. It's nuts.
Yeah. It takes a long time.
well, I don't know.
But
Maybe
when the amount of money that I make on YouTube versus Rumble, it's night and day.
yeah. And
Oh,
to
yeah.
be
We
clear,
don't make much on Rumble.
I want to be really, really clear. Once again, I very much believe in what Rumble's doing. I still think Rumble is trying to figure out its identity. I think personally, I think that Rumble should just screw all the gaming, all of the cooking, all the music stuff. Just throw that all out the window and be like, we're a political platform. That's what we're known for. That's what they should do. And I understand why they're not doing that, because they have to grow, right? They have to reach a larger audience. But they have that niche cornered, and they should own it. They should absolutely own that niche, and it's not something that they meant to do. It's just something that happened over time by being a free speech platform. They're a victim of their own success. I think them signing Doc, I saw this chart of Doc's viewership over time that went right over on Rumble. And especially since Doc has been, whatever you think of Doc, it doesn't matter. But the fact that he's been remonetized over on YouTube, obviously he's going to put emphasis on YouTube. He's still going to make money on Rumble regardless, because he has stock in the company, right? So, yeah, it's I don't know. Marius came in and says the Rumble thing sounds like the recent economic blackout that all the millionaire celebrities tried to push. It's an out of touch take. I would love to get Chris on to talk about this. I've invited Chris on a few times and got absolutely nowhere with it. We have a pretty good size audience over on Rumble, and you guys tuning in on Rumble, we appreciate you guys. But this just to me seemed really, honestly, kind of fucking stupid. So
I agree with Jay. So Jay's on the Rumble side says, I just want them to spend more money on infrastructure and improving user experience. This 100%. This also ties into what Flash and I were saying about the upload speed. I uploaded 2 videos simultaneously to YouTube and Rumble, right? Because I schedule everything out. It did Rumble, YouTube, I should say, in like a couple minutes. And this was like a 4K video. Rumble took like an hour. And I'm like, what the shit is this? Like, simultaneously, one took forever, one didn't. And like, I'll give another example of like how difficult it is to grow on Rumble. I gained over 400 subscribers on YouTube last week. I gained 4 on a Rumble. Like, here's a huge difference. You just can't grow there without live streaming, which a lot of people just don't do that.
Yeah, it's definitely a live streaming platform. I think they've taken a while to figure that out, but it is definitely a live streaming platform compared to just your traditional. And that's the thing. Like, YouTube is not a live streaming platform. You can't you can't keep saying like it has live streaming. It's still a very big part. They're investing in live streaming on YouTube. And by the way, this is not me simping for YouTube. It's just the fucking reality of the situation, right?
Yep.
But you can't keep saying YouTube is dead. That's like you should be competing with Twitch. Instead of YouTube. Don't keep telling me YouTube is dead when you haven't done anything to grow discoverability of videos on your platform. You are a live streaming platform.
Yeah, they always put their people with the contracts up on there before anybody.
Yeah.
It's probably extremely hard to grow as a small creator on Rumble. Let's be real.
Yeah. And what
because all of their guys that they pay, they get the front spot, and that's fine. I mean, they're paying them, but it doesn't offer a lot of incentive for other people to come over there.
I 1000% agree. 1000.
So they gotta fix their infrastructure and everything before people just be like, right, I'm gonna ditch YouTube, off we go. Like, no, fix your shit, then we'll talk.
Last Talks Mail says YouTube has been around for decades. Yes, you're 100% right, which is why it doesn't make sense that Rumble hasn't invested in X number of exponentially more people to grow their platform, right? And that's something that they're gonna look. If you're a video platform, that's just the way it's gonna be. Like, sorry, that's the reality. YouTube has more money, more resources, more time, more experience, a bigger catalog, and you're fighting uphill on all this stuff, which is why I feel like Rumble should just dig into their specific direction. And once again, I'm a big believer in what they're doing. I think it's great. I still think they have a lot to figure out. I've talked to them about a number of different things, and they take that feedback and just kind of reject it to have court. So, but who am I? I'm just a dude. All right. Commodore fan says, what are y'all's thoughts on BitChute and Odyssey as alternatives? Are they in the same boat as Rumble? I think they're light years behind Rumble. Do you know anybody that goes to BitChute or Odyssey to watch anything?
I didn't even know they were still a thing.
Yeah,
I thought they were dead.
No, they're still there. I upload my videos over. They have auto uploaders at work.
Yeah. Well,
so all my stuff's on Odyssey and BitChute.
The reason why they do, though, is because they're tied automatically to YouTube. There's an API which allows them. So the reason why you're allowed to do that is because YouTube hasn't cut that off yet. Yeah. Because YouTube doesn't see them as a threat. That just tells you everything you need to know about it. So, yeah. Sarcastic Saint says, Blabs, look up the Ubisoft Urban Dictionary. I'll tell you what, Blabs, will you read a few of these? I need to go piss.
Okay. No wonder you look so distracted.
And then I want to do this Mark Rober story before we wrap, okay?
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Almond says, has Blabs seen WWF Brood entrance before? No, I have not. Santa Craig, and maybe I can react to it on Plus. Modest says, bada bing, what's the haps crew? You always sound like shit, Craig, but I love your podcast despite that. All my podcasts are an hour early. I hate daylight savings. Capiche? Arrivederci. Grazie. Wasp for 5 says, the Black Rifle coffee controversy was over Kyle Rittenhouse. I think we'd read this one already, but thank you very much, Wasp. Streamers isn't clearing for me. Shout out. I can't log into Side-Scrolls Plus. System is locked to me. You have to connect Rumble, maybe. Maybe that's why it's not working. Will Cena stop dressing like a child now he's heel? Don't know what this means. Oh, I do actually know. I learned that heel means you turn. It's your villain arc, right? So that's all I
just checked my Odyssey. That it stopped uploading over there too. So they must have cut off Odyssey's uploader.
When did it stop?
My last video was 2 months ago. I don't check it that often. That are my
clearly. Ankle says, what is the best gaming gimmick feature that you miss nowadays? Mine is Mode 7 for the SNES. You can create magic like that anymore. You can't, I say. You can't create magic like that anymore. There you go. This one's more of a question for Flash, I think.
Let's see, what does it say?
What is your best gaming gimmick feature that you miss?
Gimmick?
I feel like the hardcore
all those
people...
things are like modern. Mode 7 was just the moving in the background to the screen. So, I mean, all that stuff is still there.
I'm gonna say old school COD lobbies.
That's a good one. I like that too. It's good. Not much of a feature, but
Yeah, it was for us. As an Ink
it's just
Master
more
says,
free speech.
exactly. It's a great feature to have. As an Ink Master says, I'm ready for Assassin's Creed Shadows. We'll be celebrating its release by playing Ghost of Tsushima, an actually great samurai game. Screw you, Ubisoft. Thank you very much. Mercy says, how much is my complete Pokemon box near mint? Google it, my friend. Laces says Magic Knight Rayearth for the Saturn, last American game released. Oh, these are questions for most expensive. All right, I have a sealed copy of Concord. Maybe don't share that one. Death Ear says Yellow Flash still hasn't seen Sonic 3.
That's bullshit. I have seen it.
Miku says South Park gonna get banned in Texas, boys. Mercenary says if my Pokemon box was new, it would be $10,000. Wow. By the way, did you see that video?
BitChute's still working fine.
Oh, good. Did you see that video? It like got deleted. I think it was Dexterita that shared it, but like there was these people fighting over Pokemon cards, and like there was this really one big fat guy who was like bunny hopping about ready to fight, and then he accidentally ends up doing like a split because he's in a fight, and he like loses his shoe and everything. It got deleted, but it was wild that people are like grown ass men literally fighting each other for Pokemon cards.
It's those fucking scalpers.
Yeah, crazy.
I hate it.
Raptor says, I still have my PlayStation 2 copy of Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. I'm pretty sure that was an anniversary last week for that one, so yay. Young Stove says, I got a complete collection of Legacy of Kain series in MVC2 in box. Rez and Guilty Gear X2 and every Sonic for Genesis all in box. Thank you very much. Steph's Vibrate Blabs, I have a 10-inch Niffler.
All right. Thanks, Steph.
Yeah, well, mine are a lot bigger, so suck on that, buddy. Fern for 5 says, when I started immediate fasting, I lost multiple inches of my belt, but didn't lose any weight. Turns out most of it was due to inflammation, but always check with your doc before you start. Thank you very much.
Fasting's a big one right there. All right, let's go.
Mine.
Oh, go ahead. Get mine real quick.
Mine are for 10s. It's not weird that they are trying to subjugate a game that is part of culture, Blabs. It's what the leftoids have been doing for decades. We just have the ability to catch them while they are doing their alphabet horse puckery or pucky. Yeah. I don't doubt it, right? It's always mind-boggling to me.
Blabs, can you go back and I want you to just remember the time code of like 136 where you're talking about your things. Just go back and watch that again and get your reaction to what you just said. I'm just no. Just
I don't have YouTube open. I got StreamYards open.
After the show. Just after the show.
Well, he was making a dick joke, and I told him that mine was bigger. I didn't misunderstand anything.
No, that's not really what was happening there.
He had a 10-inch Niffler.
And that Niffler, did you see the name, Blabs?
Steph's Viber. Oh, no! That's so bad! Oh, shit! Anyway, oops. I do not have a bigger one, sorry. Or any of them, to be honest. Anyway.
Real quick, I just want to go back and play that. Just in real.
Did you do video game history?
Niffler.
Yeah, we did video game history. Yes, we did.
I'm referring to his Niffler. Okay.
Here it is, Blabs. Just so we're all on the same page of what just happened here.
And every Sonic for Genesis all in box because like this on cards. It's like Rock Anniversary. Let's see if and every Sonic for Genesis Niffler. I really so. Thank you very much. Steph's Vibrate Blabs. I have a 10-inch Niffler.
All right. Thanks, Steph.
Yeah, well, mine are a lot bigger, so suck on that, buddy. I thought he was talking about his dick, okay? I read it. I wasn't looking at the username. I was just saying mine's bigger.
Sure is, Blabs. Sure is. Hey, we have this.
Damn.
We have this. I'll tell you, we may hold off on the Mark Rober story for tomorrow. By the way, that entire thing needs to be a clip edited down, which is great, or for YouTube. or for the internet to take care of. Hey, did you see the good news, Flash?
Good news.
They said it couldn't be done. Bethesda has an all-trans team for the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion remake.
With that guy, shave your fucking 5 o'clock shadow, dude.
They said it couldn't
On
be
the left.
done.
You see that?
But they said it couldn't be done. Who said it? Who said you couldn't do this? Oh my god.
They all look the same.
And this is from the LGB. It says, "Oh wow, an all-male dev team." Someone. Oh
But don't you think they kind of look the same, right? They all have the same almost style glasses, the same fake smiles.
The same mental illness. That's right. They do.
Yeah.
Right. Look at that. And hey,
Is that real? Or is that
Is this
real?
a meme?
listen, I don't know, but I'll tell you this. Like, hey, all of you who doubted it back there, I'm talking to you in the back. They said it couldn't be done, and now it's been done. There you go. Congratulations. Dev points out in the chat, says that's not even diverse. They're literally the exact same demographic. That's right. They're all white dudes. They're all fucking white
please,
dudes.
I hope that's fake.
I can't find anything.
I was kind of looking
about
forward
this.
to that remake. If they even have announced it.
I think they did announce it just last week. So.
I can't find anything about
see.
this, and I feel like this would be like front news of like every single gaming
You know
journalist.
how Twitter is. So.
Yeah.
That can't be real.
No, I don't think it's real. I think it's some photo, and then it's just been repurposed.
All right,
You've been bamboozled, Craig.
Hey, I'm just going. The internet told me that, Blabs. So I don't know. All right.
Oh, it just leaked. They haven't officially announced it yet.
Yeah,
It's for sure coming. I hope that it isn't like a faithful 1-to-1.
you hope it is, or you don't hope it is.
I hope it is because I'd like to play it if it is. I never finished that one.
Well, we are 5.
I'm tired of playing Skyrim over and over.
You can do it. We are 5 yellow supers away from our Montez goal today. Let's see if we can get that here, guys. We got 20 minutes to get that knocked out, and we're going to get to some super chats now. We'd love to get to Montez and have Montez do that belly to back suplex like crazy for Flash over here, and then we'll let Flash go, and then we'll get to our call-in show at the end. That is exclusively for members over at Side Scrollers Plus. Please head over there. Use promo code Plus. You know what? Even better, use promo code March and get a bigger discount. That's all. By the way, that promo code March. Only for this week. So make sure you take advantage of that. Go become a Side Scrollers Plus member now. I'd love for you to call in here in just a few minutes. Game came in. Says, off topic, I just want to say that Metroid Other M is a good game. I'm sorry.
Wait, what? No, is that the one where she's like bossed around by that fucking guy? Fuck that. That's not Samus.
I agree.
She's nobody's bitch.
I can't deal with this. If you know the series of stories.
He was like disparaging her the whole game.
Game, I can't do that. I can't agree with you on that, man. I can't.
I gotta say, it's a bad take there.
Not even the story. The game itself isn't even good. Like the actual gameplay of the game is not good.
Yeah.
Just for me. Anyways, he says, if you know the story becomes good. The now Montez idea. Drop the lady into Faces of Evil CDI right into the book and slamming it shut, saying, "Golly, that's good stuff. Thanks. I like that game. I like that idea better than your other idea." So, all right, we have Deb came in, says, I've been disengaged due to medical stuff up until recently. I'm only now looking into the person who got mad because they won the Real Game Award. They're crazy. Oh yeah, I know. That was awesome. People were so upset about the Real Game Awards this year.
Was that the shooter game?
Yes.
And I really liked that, but once I had that meltdown, I didn't buy it. I was totally going to buy that game too.
Yeah. Just people decided to go fucking insane for no reason. By the way, that's one thing I actually haven't even talked about. I reached out to them privately. Be like, yo, man, like, hey, like, I want to let you know this is happening. And I reached out to them. By the way, Mark the Cyborg reached out to them, told them, hey, Craig would like to speak with you. You know what they didn't do at all once?
Respond.
Reach out. So yeah, like, dude, like take the win when you can, take the L when you can, and God, that sucks. Sucks for them. What a bunch of assholes. Anyways. Mystery says, add 1 for Montez. Okay, we're 4 away. Let's get to that Montez goal. Thank you so much, Mystery. Appreciate that. Mr. Melancholy says, oh, great, more virtue signaling. Commodore fan says, Odyssey went decentralized. Might be why videos don't sync like they used to. And BitChute is putting in work to update their stuff from what I see.
My BitChute still works. I just checked it.
Yeah. By the way, here, speaking of Selaco, here's the DM that I'm just going to read you the DM that I wrote to them. I said, hey, I wanted to personally reach out. Some folks are trying to get you upset. Some folks are trying to get you upset being featured in our award show. If you are, sorry. But I hope you understand the show is not political. There is no, quote, hate. Just people who enjoy games without all the fluff. Nobody cares if you're straight, gay, black, white, trans, whatever. Just make good games, and it looks like that's what you've done. The response to the trailer was overwhelmingly positive, and literally zero people care if you made the game or how you live or how they live their lives. We just thought it would be fun to give some free promotion to a pretty large audience. Hope you see some sales from it. For reference, I also posted this a bit ago, but I hope you don't get dragged down into their nonsense of hate because it's all projection. And I included a tweet that I said, like, the thing about the Real Game Awards is that it's not political, like, at all. And that was a tweet I had. So, and they did not feel the need to respond to that ever. So fuck, Joey says, I was really looking forward to TES4 Oblivion remake until I saw you guys pull up that article about the dev team being all trans.
We don't know if that's because they haven't even officially announced it. So
yeah,
I don't think that's real. I think they're just joking.
Joey, you must have been one of the guys who said it couldn't be done. It says, just so you know, it's going to be full of all the woke BS. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. By the way, we are now 3 away from Montez being unlocked and unleashing his belly to back suplex. Mr. Melancholy says, Kotaku's about to get felted. And Pause came in with the 5, says, I can say with certainty that WoW is doing far better now that not only Kotek, but a lot of the OG Blizz devs are gone. The hell with Kotek and his breed. Miku says, nope, he even admits it's loosely worded. Scroll down. Yes, this is true. This is the article we were talking about. Dragon Maid would get banned. We can't half-cease. Bike Short says, goddamn government, let me enjoy my anime in peace. Stay away. Mercenary says, these people can't tell fantasy from reality. There you go. And Mercenary's got the Ninja Gaiden trilogy.
No. He's talking about the Crocodile Dundee trilogy.
Oh, yes, correct.
And it's sold out. Like, I wonder if I must have helped do that because I put that post on Twitter and it went it had some decent traction. And then it was sold out on Amazon like 2 days later.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Awesome. Good stuff. Singular came in and says, glad I don't live in the U.S. and my government doesn't enforce half the laws they pass. You're always welcome to my home, my gamer otaku brethren. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Hey, we do have some direct donations I got to read off as well, which are great. Thank you guys very much for that support. I want to make sure I get to these. Let's see. These I have several from a couple days ago, which Bizarre Star came in an hour ago. It says, my most valuable game is Resident Evil Code Veronica for the GameCube, complete, and Mike Tyson's Punch-Out for the NES, complete with the letter. Oh, nice, Bizarre Star. Very cool. John says, not sure if you remember, Craig, but I gave you my most expensive game at the Rippaverse meetup. It was Project X Zone 2. Not too expensive, but I think it's $70. I actually have it in my right over there. Thank you, John. Appreciate that. I do recall, and I do have it. Mercenary says, I can't post this on YouTube for some reason. It was a good game. The problem with the translation, Nintendo America interfered with it. It was the first signs of DEI there. I don't know what you're talking about, Mercenary, but thank you for that. Henry says, let's get some Montez. And Shane came in and says, I was under the impression that Oblivion remake was not being made by Bethesda, but I'm not sure if the trans rumor is true. Montez and shit. And Henry came in and says, one more for the cause. Let's go. That is Montez. We've hit it. We've hit our Montez goal. Fuck yeah. Let's go. Love to see that. And Marius says, Montez, love to see that, guys. Thank you so much. We hit their Montez goal. All right, Flash, where are we going today with Montez? We have Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, The Moon, Dustborn, Mushroom Kingdom, Duck Hunt, Mike Tyson's Punch Out, and Tetris.
I don't think I've seen Tetris. Is that new?
Yep.
Let's...
Bitch!
It's my personal favorite one right there.
That's the only way to play Tetris, by the way. Black and white on the Game Boy.
After a Montez suplex, huh? Yeah. Justin came in and says, I don't often catch you guys live. The one time I joined the stream is when Blabs was bragging about her wand collection. Solid show, guys.
I don't
Wand
even
collection.
remember what that was.
Yeah, your 10 inches that you were talking about behind you. That was bigger than his. Remember?
Niffler?
Yeah, the Niffler. Is that
What
what
do you
they-
have? Do you have all of the Universal?
Nah, they're shit. They're shit quality.
Those are shit.
The only ones that are like okay to collect are like the anniversary ones, like celebration ones, what they're made specifically for like 2022, 23, 24, so on, like those. They're like $70, and I just no thanks. I'm not gonna spend $70 on a wand. Wild.
Mercenary says, I was
Shut
talking-
up! You're so weird.
I was talking about Other M. He says, also my precious expensive game is Pokemon box for game 2, which is complete.
Ooh.
But it was new. It'd be $10,000. Check it out on the price website.
Some of those like Pokemon, if you've got some of them are even loose are expensive, but if you've got like the box and the manual, some of those I go for. I saw one, they won like $800 for it. For one of the Game Boy Advance ones. Is it silver or something?
I don't know. I don't know. Mercenaries
But
talking about,
man, I was blown. It was almost $1,000 for that. That's
What is-
crazy.
what is Pokemon box?
Pokemon? No. You have to have the box and the manual and the game.
Well, no, I mean
It's called
I'm looking at-
CIB, Craig. How do you not know that?
I know, but Mercenary says the most expensive game is Pokemon box for game 2. What is game 2? I don't even know what that is. Mercenary, this doesn't make any sense.
Pokemon box is a game?
I don't know. That's the way it reads to me, which is something I don't quite understand what he's throwing down here. Video Gamer says it's insane that nobody would try to legislate cartoons/drawings. It's insane that anybody would try to legislate drawings/cartoons. I believe people should be able to draw whatever they want, whether I personally find it tasteful or not. Censorship is bad no matter who is trying to instate it. Good stuff.
Pokemon box. Let me look this up.
Yeah, I don't know. Blaz, let's get through these real fast. Once again, we got our call-in show. Now is a great time for you guys to open up a new tab, go to sidescrollersplus.com, use promo code plus or March, which once again only going to be used this week. So get a discount, use the annual membership, support your boys and girls, and we got some big stuff coming for you guys very, very soon. Go ahead, Blabs.
All right, so Singular says, so glad I don't live in the US and my government doesn't enforce half the laws that they pass. You're always welcome at my house, my gamer otaku brethren.
That was my fault.
Yeah, we got that one right. Okay. We got that one. There we go. The Proctor file. Blab, say this. This fragrance is a facade, nearly indistinguishable from the real thing. I think I did pretty good. Thank you very much. Sarcastic Saint says, Blabs, try supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Thank you very much.
Cakewalk.
Taker says, Ubisoft. That's true. Key says, unpopular opinion. I hope Assassin's Creed Shadows is great. As much fun as it is to dunk on Ubi, and it is, I'd rather have a good game than some fun poking the desiccated corpse of Ubisoft. Hey, great point.
Oh, wow. You have a complete price for that Pokemon box, which is for GameCube.
Yeah.
$2,000.
Did you find this on price charting?
Well, I had to look. Yeah, here. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, put it in the
private chat.
Go ahead, Labs.
It's basically like a storage system for the game.
Okay. Pull this
Sup
up.
for 2 says, let's not forget Japanese women are shorter and less voluptuous than Western standards too. So just by drawing anime with big eyes, some people think the drawing looks younger and freak out. Agreed. Mongoose for 1 says, indistinguishable. Inconceivable. All right. Shady Duck 13 for 5 said, did Ubisoft sell Splinter Cell? I didn't notice it in the list.
No, they still have it.
Schmiss waiting for thank you very much. Mongoose for 5 says, Dev, while we have you, Ace invited you onto his stream. His schedule's flexible. Mr. Melancholy says, you know how it's funny how they trashed TRGA, called it a political despite no politics being brought up, yet they said nothing about the awards Miller hosted.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing how that works out, right?
And Pippo says, if anybody wants an alternative to Selaco, check out the Citadel and Beyond Citadel. Thank you very much. We're caught up.
All right. Here's the game that Mercenary was talking about. Check this son of a bitch out. That's crazy. Oh, damn it. Here we go. Pokemon Box. Not the box of Pokemon, just Pokemon Box. I don't even know what the hell this is.
It's
yeah,
some kind of
Rubies
way
and
to like
Sapphire.
store your Pokemon between, like if you're going between the two games, I think.
I don't
I
know.
just
But
read like a quick summary of it.
that's
But I mean,
crazy.
What makes it so valuable is it was only available in the store in New York and online. And this is, olden internet times right here.
Yeah. Okay. So he has it complete. So he has a $2,000 game. Hell yes. Good for you.
Let's go.
Mercenary. Let's go. Get on that, man. Great stuff. All right. We are going to make our way over to Side Scrollers Plus right now. We're going to do our call-in show. We appreciate you guys popping in. Become a member right now. I'm going to put this little thing up. We're caught behind the wall. Member show, call in right now. You can call in if you want. If not, you can just tune in. We got another topic to talk about here in just a second. Go join us over at Side Scrollers Plus. Use promo code Plus or promo code March. Once again, that promo code March is only available this week only, so make sure you take advantage of it right now. Call-in show. You guys over on Rumble, thanks so much for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye. You guys watching over on Kick, have a great rest of your day. See you later. Bye-bye. And you guys watching over on Rumble, remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. Hey, we'll see you guys over on Side Scrollers Plus. See you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Fatality and stuff. There we go.